Hello everyone, got 5 dirty jokes for you today. So a man enters his favorite ritzy restaurant, and while sitting at his regular table, he notices a gorgeous woman sitting at a table nearby all alone. He calls the waiter over and asks for their most expensive bottle of Merlot to be sent over to her, knowing that if she accepts it, she is his for the night. The waiter gets the bottle and quickly sends it over to the girl, saying it is from the gentleman at a nearby table. She looks at the man, then at the wine, and decides to send a note over to the man. The note read, "For me to accept this bottle, you need to have a Mercedes in your garage, $1 million in the bank, and 7 inches in your pants." The man, after reading this note, sighs, sends her another note, and leaves. The waiter brings her the note. It read, "Just so you know, I happen to have a Ferrari, a BMW, and a Mercedes in my garage, plus I have over $20 million in the bank. But not even for a woman as beautiful as you would I cut 3 inches off my member. Just send the wine back." So a farmer finds himself in need of a new rooster because his old one simply can't keep up anymore. So he decides to purchase a younger, more energetic rooster. As the old rooster meets the young one face to face, he decides to lay down a rule. In his best grizzled voice, the old rooster says, "Listen here, young buck. I know you're full of energy and all, but I have one tiny request." Curious, the young rooster asks, "What's that, old-timer?" The old rooster declares, "You can have your pick of all the hens on this farm, but Betsy is off limits. She's mine, and mine alone, got it?" The young rooster, brimming with confidence, retorts, "No way. I want all the hens for myself." The old rooster tries to reason with him. "Come on now, you can have any other hen you fancy, but Betsy is special." But the young rooster stands firm, adamant about claiming every single hen as his own. The disagreement reaches a boiling point until the old rooster comes up with an idea. "All right, let's settle this once and for all," the old rooster proposes. "We'll have a race to the barn, and whoever wins gets to have all the hens." The young rooster, feeling invincible, eagerly agrees to the challenge. As the race begins, the old rooster, with his experienced legs, takes off with a remarkable head start. The young rooster, determined to prove himself, sprints behind, closing the gap bit by bit. Closer and closer he gets, until victory seems within his reach. But just as he's about to overtake the old rooster, a loud gunshot echoes through the air. Startled, both roosters freeze in their tracks. The farmer, lowering his smoking gun, looks at the lifeless young rooster and exclaims, "Darn it. That's the 3rd time they've sold me a gay rooster." So a couple was invited to a masked Halloween ball. On the night of the party, the wife had a headache. She told her husband to go on alone. Reluctantly, he agreed. He put on his bear costume and left. She took a nap and woke up feeling great. Realizing her husband didn't know her costume, she decided to go and see what he was up to. She got there and saw the bear flirting with every woman in sight. Still masked, she approached him. After a few drinks, he propositioned her. They went into a bedroom and had fun for an hour, even in positions she'd never done before. When they were done, he left back to the party without saying a word, and she went home. When her husband got home, she asked about his night. Same old, he said. When I got there, a bunch of the guys were in back playing poker. So I played cards all night." She said, "You must have looked silly playing cards in a bear costume." "I gave the costume to Dad." He said he had the time of his life. So a devoted wife had spent her lifetime taking care of her husband. Lately, he had been slipping in and out of a coma for several months, yet she stayed by his bedside every single day. When he came to senses, he motioned for her to come near him. As she sat by him, he said, "You have been with me all through the bad times. When I got fired, you were there to support me. When my business failed, you were there. When I got shot, you were by my side. When we lost the house, you gave me support. When my health started failing, you were still by my side." "You know what?" "What, dear?" she asks gently. "I think you bring me bad luck." So a woman hired a contractor to repaint the interior of her house. The woman walked the man through the second floor of her home and told him what colors she wanted for each room. As they walked through the first room, the woman said, "I think I would like this room in a cream color." The contractor wrote on his clipboard, walked to the window, opened it and yelled out, "Green side up." He then closed the window and continued following the woman to the next room. The woman looked confused, but proceeded with her tour. "In this room, I was thinking of an off blue." Again, the contractor wrote this down, went to the window, opened it and yelled out, "Green side up." This baffled the woman, but she was hesitant to say anything. In the next room, the woman said she would like it painted in a light rose color. And once more, the contractor opened the window and yelled, "Green side up." Struck with curiosity, the woman mustered up the nerve to ask, "Why do you keep yelling green side up out of my window each time I tell you what color I'd like a room?" The contractor replied, "Because I have a crew of blondes laying turf across the street."